I'm getting my groove on a little bit. It's taking, I guess, a little while, but it's just me not, focusing on the ball as hard as I, need to, and I just got to work back into that, and I gotta, get my groove on, and I think I'm overswinging just a little bit, which I gotta tone that down a little bit. That's all.
All right, we're going to go to Austin Pert of the Miami Hurricane. Austin, go ahead.
Hey Adrian, I was just wondering. Coach was he was on a podcast last week. He lauded your ability from behind the plate. I was just wondering, how are you feeling just in general from behind the plate? I know you haven't caught a lot, in the past year. No one really has, but how are you feeling so far defensively?
I feel really great, honestly. Honestly, on Sunday after the game, after the series, I wasn't even sore the next day at all. I felt really good. I even threw on Monday with Victor, So my body's been really great, thankfully, and you know, obviously in the next level, it's more than 3 days, so you got to be ready for that.
All right, we have time for a couple more. We're going to go to Matt Shodell of Kane Sport. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, so we could ask each pitcher one by one how they sort of think they threw, but you get to sort of see all of them and get a sense for how all of them are throwing. Are like the teams that are hitting, the first couple of guys that you're starting and a couple of your relievers, like, are those guys throwing good pitches? Is it just early season stuff where like maybe they're not quite at their best yet? What's your perspective on just overall how the pitching staff has done to this point, starters and relievers and closer?
Yeah, honestly, I think we did pretty good, from Florida and this weekend. This weekend, our bullpen kind of didn't do as good as we wanted them to. But back at Florida when we did bring out our guys in the bullpen, they showed what they got, and they maintained that score where it was, and we got on Friday night, Jake Garden did a great job out of the bullpen. I don't think he let up a run. We got also Palmquist, he's really good, and a couple of the guys are just figuring out, and they just got to be more consistent. That's all.
All right, our last question for you comes from Christopher Stock of Inside the U. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, and kind of sticking on that, in particular with Fetterman, what do you notice with him these first couple starts? And obviously, he ended his last start really well. So, what do you kind of notice him with him and his outings? And then also, if you could just maybe touch on the lineup, what you're seeing as a whole with you guys, and with how things have gone.
Yeah, I mean Fetterman, I think is still our Friday night guy. We have faith in him, and it hasn't been good. We haven't really scored runs like in the lineup you're talking about. We haven't scored runs to make him comfortable up there. He's gotta throw good pitches and all that stuff, which he has been. He's not a guy that's Rosario and Maderos that has electric stuff. It's gonna blow people by. He's a guy that we're gonna have to play defense behind, and he's gonna throw pitches to put balls in play, and we have to do a good job with that. And we got to hit on our offense side. So, but yeah, I definitely think he's veteran. He's been doing really good for us. We just got to play better as a team.